as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store, as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
18, Pioneers. Let's go. Cougar, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw here. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This defense for the Steelers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. York able to send this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Prescott. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Yeah, there we go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Pickens, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
This taken in by Downs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run on first down. Boswell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Steelers at 500 at 6-6. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Viking, 18, ready? 18 Cardinal, 18.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Steelers 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after for the touchdown. Here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a gain of 10. And the Cowboy first down.
Kill. Here we go, 46, 46.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how it can hurt you. And he gets it down to the 32. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Andrews. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Hey, kill. 47. Hey, kill. Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And how about the big boy, the D tackle there, feasting on the O-line, getting his squad 2 points.
The glory guys are the defensive ends and the outside linebackers. They create the pressure from the edge, but those big fellas inside that can collapse a pocket, sometimes they get rewarded too.
Extra round at the post-game buffet. Left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And they are able to add on to their advantage. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Now back to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. 18.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Ready.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. 6, go.
On first down. Boswell.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
At the 5-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
39-yard line.
There we go, 47. Hey, kill. Then we're going to 53.
To throw is Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. A dump off this time for Andrews. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
12 yards. And the Steelers first down.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Second down and a yard.
19 tight. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And complete to Downs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the ground, Andrews again. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go.
Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. Boswell. To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
We're going to 54 wide.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. It doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. This one quickly into the hands of Landry. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Check. 18 cop.
They'll try the left side. Boswell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
Get it. 18 cop. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Get it.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Brown taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Andrews. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Going quickly out to the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Prescott now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Why ain't? Here we go, going to 54, 26.
Now Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
23 yards, the final tally.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They go with blue between the tackles. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Dave York to kick off.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
34. Cowboys 27.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The drive begins with a handoff to Andrews. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Go, get out there, get out there. Then we're going to 52. We're going to 54. Wide 8.
Throwing. Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Marquise Brown. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 47.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Hey, kill.
4th down, Prescott.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
His pass left side to Downs.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And we all like to see Tigo. So bring yourself over here, girl. And let me see you get low if you want this dude down.
Up the middle they go. Boswell.
And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth
From 8 yards out.
And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Connecting with Andrews.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with the defense out in timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Kevin Cougar, 19.
They're going to look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 19 Lions. Let's go.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
70 Lions.
They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Going with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here's first and 10.
Yeah, here we go. So we're going to 26.
To throw, Prescott.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now Dak. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
54, going to 54, 8. So we're going to 54, 8.
Prescott. That is caught.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Here's first down. Here's Dak.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for two here. One last shot now for Prescott. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. And it's incomplete, and now just 3 seconds left. Look at the clock. Time for one more shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air. Because right now, we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
I can feel this